Hi, in this video we are going to discuss three of the parameters which we use to prune the irrelevant association rules from our model. Namely, they are support, confidence and lift. The first thing we will discuss is support. Support is the measure of frequency of an item set in the given data set. Okay. So for example, beer is one item set, socks, milk is one item set, is one item set. So support is the number of transaction involving this item set divided by total number of transactions. Okay, so the number of transactions involving beer are 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? And total number of transactions is 5, so its support is 4 by 5. Then we have socks and milk. Socks and milk is just in one transaction, it's 1 by 5. Then we have eggs is in just one transaction, right? Okay, so eggs is just in one transaction, so it will be 1 by 5 as well. So this is how we calculate support for our data sets. Okay, this is one parameter. Now support can be used to find most frequent items. Yes, obviously support is used to find most frequent item. The more the support, the more item is, the more that particular item set is frequent. The infrequent item sets are not useful and they can be eliminated. So how do we do that? We can specify a threshold. Suppose min support parameter, we specify it as 3. So if our support is less than 3, we can eliminate our record. So for example, all these records in all these item sets, whichever was less than 3 have been eliminated. And the minimum value of support is a hyperparameter and can be decided based on application. This minimum support is a hyperparameter and we can decide it as our application requires. The second thing that we have, the second parameter, is confidence. Confidence is the measure of reliability of association rule. How reliable is our association rule? So for association rule X implies Y, the confidence is the measure of probability of Y occurring given that X has already occurred. Okay, as we just saw in the last video, things in the left of the implies symbol are already purchased and things in the right are being analyzed if they will be purchased or not. So the confidence is the measure of probability of Y occurring when X has already occurred. So basically it is a conditional probability kind of situation. Confidence is used to prune the rules. The rules with low confidence can be eliminated once again, and we can again specify a threshold. Basically since it is a probability first thing, so the value will lie between 0 and 1. Okay, so we can define a threshold something like this, 0.6. So any confidence below this threshold can be eliminated. So for example, if we consider this rule, bread comma milk implies beer. Okay, so if we see the confidence of this, then we calculate it using our this formula. First what we do the union of X union Y. So we look for the support of bread, milk and beer. So bread, milk and beer is in we have bread, milk and beer first, then we have milk, we have here as well, and then we have bread, milk and beer. Okay, so we have 3 places where we have this item set. Okay, and below we have just X, support of X. So what was X? The X was bread and milk, and as you can see there are 4 cases where we have bread and milk. So the confidence comes out to be 3 by 4, which is 0.75, which is greater than our threshold, which was 0.6. So we can accept this rule, and hence we can calculate confidence for all the rules that we have. And further filtering of the rules can be done using the parameter lift. Lift tells us the strength of the rule, and lift is given by basically confidence divided by support for y. Okay, this is how we get lift. We have a union of x and y, then we have x, and then we have y ka multiplication. So lift gives us value, and if the value is less than or equal to 1, then the rule can be rejected. Okay, it is not useful. And if the value is greater than 1, then the rule is potentially useful. So basically, if the value is less than equal to 1, it tells that x and y are not actually related and they are actually independent of each other, and the presence of one does not impact the presence of other. So if they are not actually related, so there cannot be any association, right? Now suppose we have this data set and we have this rule that we have to analyze. Bread milk implies eggs. So if we calculate the lift of this particular association rule, first we will calculate the support of bread, milk and egg. In how many cases do we get bread, milk and egg? Bread, milk and egg is just in one case. Okay, so we get the value as 1. Then we get support for bread and milk. The bread and milk support is 4, and then we get support for eggs. Eggs is in 2 cases, right? So basically performing all the operations, we get the lift as 0.625, which is less than or equal to 1, and hence we can eliminate or we can reject this association rule. So doing that, we can actually analyze a lot of our association rules. So basically, if we are having, for example, this was the data set, right? So if we are having 20 association rules, by applying these three parameters, we can prune our data to about 2 to 3 rules, and it is very useful. So till now we have built a lot of we have understand a lot of concept, and in the next video we will put all of them together to understand association analysis step by step.